Mistress, I am almost ready to return to the Imperial City. Another day, and I will bring you the amulet fragment.
I lose confidence in you with each passing hour, Lim. You should have been back by now. Why haven't you ordered Gao to grant you one of his flyers?
Mistress, Gao's ships are only small flyers. They're good for short-range flights and raiding villages, but not for long journeys. That's why I haven't returned yet.
Don't try to pin your failings on me, Lim. I've delivered everything I promised. It's only a matter of time until I finish the special dragonfly to transport the artifact to the Imperial City.
Until you finish? I designed that dragonfly. I built it, not Gao. That dragonfly is Kang's masterpiece.
Silence the mad fool!
I've heard rumors of a spy disrupting our operations in the South Lim. Maybe this is all too much for you to handle. Perhaps I should come out there personally.
That will not be necessary, Mistress. I will deal with the troublemaker here and return to the Imperial City in one day. You heard Mistress Jia. I can't waste any more time here. Get that flyer finished now.
Jia is not my mistress, Lim, and I don't take orders from you either. Remember, if not for my son, you would never have discovered where the glorious strategist was hiding.
I am well aware of your son's role in all this, Gao. In fact, I suspect I know more about him than you do.
What are you talking about? Have you heard something about young Gao? Tell me!
Of course, Gao. I was just waiting for the perfect time to tell you. I received a report from the destruction of 2 rivers. Your son, Gao the Lesser, is dead.
No! This can't be! You lie!
I speak the truth. It seems your son was no match for one of the other students. From the condition of his body, it sounds like he died quite painfully.
No! Young Gao was everything to me! Damn you and your black heart, Lim! Damn you! I want to be alone. I must grieve for my son. No one is to disturb me. No one!
If I can get to the Imperial City fast enough, I can give the amulet fragment to Death's Hand himself. Then Grand Inquisitor Jia may be in for a surprise. We shall see. Get to work, mad fool. Do whatever it takes to get that ship built. I will take a short-range flyer and check on some of our other operations in the area. If the marvelous dragonfly is not ready to launch when I return, those captive demons will have a new playmate.
Interruptions? Who designed that dragonfly? To build something to make his sandals explode. Well, with your punching and kicking. I was going to make more of an explodey thing, but kicking worked well too. You have good fists for the hitting, but your eyes are not so good at the judging. I'm no ally of Gao or his pirates. I'm just more forced labor. I am Kang, the man. I make things explode, and I make things fly, and I'm very good at both. The things I fly tend to survive. The things I explode, not so much. What else can I do? Actually, not all that much. I mean, I can bolt any two things together and maybe a forest burns down, but flight is where I shine. My greatest invention is in the launch room upstairs. Light and fast, she has weapons and capacity no other flyer does. The marvelous Dragonfly. Ah, but you should. I can make the Dragonfly work for you. Maybe. Better you than Gao. He misuses my creations, diminishing their glory through duplication. Gao wants to give my machine to the Lotus assassins, but I stopped him. I hid the extraneous dust inductor where no one will find it. Try to fly without that. But they can make a new inductor. It is extraneous after all. So, a few days ago, I blew up the inscrutable power source. Now the Dragonfly can only make short hops. Yes, the bolts are the same. But think about this. If there is one marvelous Dragonfly, it is the best of its kind. Make 100, and they are each only average. A flyer must appeal to the heavens with beauty and singular ingenuity. Why, I bet some of my mosquitoes have even fallen from the sky for seemingly no reason at all. Wait, haven't you been listening? I have a plan, a deal. I can help you against Gao and the Lotus assassins. I can let you soar like a big fat metal bird. If you stage a combat-related accident for Gao, like falling down a flight of punches, I'll replace the inductor on the Dragonfly and we can fly away. What do you say? You don't need it now, but soon you'll wonder how you ever did without it. I was the same long ago. Flyers don't need weapons, I thought. I tried to keep them pure. You don't want to know the size of the crater it takes to impress me now. Anyway, you go ahead, and once all the kicking is done, I'll come along and we'll see what's what. For now, let me think. We'll need explosives that explode. Yes, goodbye. Go and leave me to think.
Please don't burn me. I'll do anything you want.
I'm sure you will, child. But deep inside you think you're not a slave. Only true pain will wash away these thoughts.
Wakawe yatanke yanano wo yawasonak.
You can have your slaves when they're broken, not a moment before.
Help me, please!
You wandered into the wrong room, slave.
Hey, I know you. Mother and I met you when we were trying to get out of Tien's Landing.
Ukasia kwa ia tanto. Ikakahia wo no ka kike ia wo shathia oka uki ia ayayuya wai.
I don't want to be a slave. I just want to get out of this place. Fight? What do you mean?
Wakawe yatanke yanano wo yawasonak. Sisa ia akawai o kupfaia wo tuko utro.
Do I have to? I don't want to hurt anyone. Can't you just let me go? I'll do it, if I have to.
Wo ni kawane ia ivankethi.
I don't want to be a slave. I have to be strong.
Ook er nik shaksir wo sir pifu.
I killed him. I stabbed him with the knife. He didn't even fight back.
Pa wo yer astir wo sayer if the saya wo kawi shir.
I think I liked it when I felt the knife go in. Like people have to listen to me now. It made me feel good.
Tier ni saya na wiwituk ni nana wo winina wo yakayer. Pa wo yer astir wo sayer if the saya wo kawi shir. Noni wo sayer tar wo wir ignisaro kunkna.
Don't order me around, Mother. I don't have to listen to you anymore.
Wo ni kuforo kup nikuro wo suar karak ukuyo wo.
There was a lot of pain here. The Guardian says he can feel it soaked into the walls. I don't like it here.
Did you see Gao when he went by? There
was fire in his eyes.
There's always fire in his eyes. Dark magic burns inside him.
Yeah, but this time it was worse. Better stay out of his way for the next little while. Something really set him off.
Wait a minute. You there! Who are you? You can't be up here.
Staff! Staff!
exciting! I wonder what's inside. The Guardian doesn't like what's happened. They've brought others from outside and made them fight.
This area is forbidden. Only Gao himself is allowed to enter. You must be destroyed! I will crush you!
You lack focus.
You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for it. Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You were the one who killed my son Gao. Damn you and that school. My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. But now my son is... Gao may be gone, but I will avenge him. I know the styles your broken old master taught you, and I know how to beat them. I promise your death will be both slow and painful.
Staff!
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die. After I left you, I stumbled across some very interesting documents. Perhaps I spent too long poring over them, but I couldn't resist. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right? Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. I am many things, but broken is not one of them. The past few years have forged my grief into resolve. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus assassins are his primary buyers. Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus assassins? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus assassins, but two fools working together stand a better chance than one. Collecting them like bad habits, are you? I hate to be pushy, but I have a right to see this through. You did steal Gao from me, after all. Consider how our skills complement each other. I can get into places people would prefer I never see, and out of places people would prefer I never leave. There's also my knack for finding things. For instance, I was nosing around and stumbled across this.
Hey, that's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart. If you are planning to take on the servants of Death's Hand, you'll need all the help you can get. Only if I can watch you as well. Fair is fair, after all. I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying. Hey! Ha ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. Ha ha! What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only 2 in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice safe landing place just outside Tien's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash. But you need my help. The dragonfly is truly marvelous, but I am sure you're going to take her into combat. She'll be injured, and you'll need someone to fix her. Are you ready to go back to Tien's Landing now? I know a nice, safe landing place just outside of town. Very unlikely we'll crash. Ha ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight!
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson. I will return it whenever you wish to make use of it, don't worry. It is just simpler to have it out of the way when not in use.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. Be well, my friend.
Something's on your mind? I only spent enough time in Tien's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago. Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. Why? Because we have succeeded at a goal that I've been working towards for 3 years? Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. Is that what you're doing, chasing after your master without a thought for the others in your town? Yes, I've heard about the attack. I'm sorry, that wasn't fair. You're right, I could have saved myself 3 years if I just run those bastards down. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. That wasn't my intent. I don't even remember how we got onto the subject of Pin Mei. I almost never talk about her, and then I open up to you and you throw it in my face. Let's just forget it and get on with what we're doing. Always happy to help.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time. I see. Well, I will try to remain quiet about anything but the most basic information. Sorry I wasted your time. And mine. Be well, my friend.
You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. Tread lightly.
Sagacious Sue, could that be actual concern in your voice?
It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Now what do you need of me? Nothing to concern yourself over. Very old business. I traveled this way when I was fleeing the Lotus assassins. It was nothing. Some vagrant waif I passed off after making sure its belly was full. A far less surprising turn than what Wei said about your Master Li. I know Hui to be a truthful and honorable person, much more so than I consider myself to be. I do not question her belief, but belief alone is not enough. What if it is true? Much will have to change to accommodate this truth. It means the Emperor lied about Li's death, and he may have assaulted the heavens. The Emperor subject to the common vice of deception. Unthinkable. No, he is not. He is Emperor Sun Hai. He is as close to the heavens as a mortal can be. I warn you, this will lead in a dangerous direction for you and Dawnstar. I cannot condone it, but I have agreed to help, and I will. Just don't blame me when the whole world is against you. You and your companions have shown me a path I previously thought closed. Give me no more thought than that. Now, is there anything else? Goodbye, then.
Back again. Have you been to the ruins yet? Time is running short. If you don't find the missing piece of your amulet, the Lotus assassins will. You have gems, but not the amulet piece? The Lotus assassins must have taken it before you got there. Sun Li warned me that others might come, but all is not lost. The Lotus assassins have a piece of the amulet, but so do you. Victory is far from decided. Whatever the outcome may be, my part in these events is over.
Now that you have been to the ruins, I may finally take my leave of this town. And so I step away. I have no further part to play, and I am glad for it. Perhaps history will clear my doubts and show my time was worthwhile. I wish you luck.
You're back? I wait to hear of your success. Yes, as I thought. These are the original strings, and the case seems untouched by age. Perfect. The bridge is missing, as I thought it would be. Since you have proven capable so far, I'd like you to acquire one more part. Bladed Thesis penned his last work in contemplation of the great southern forest. That is why the pieces are all here around Tien's Landing. If we can recover the last part of this zither, the bridge that would lift the strings off the case, then I will double the silver I was going to give you. Here. This is the silver for your efforts. I will retire to my quarters in this town and study what I have so far. It is a shame you lack the drive to see this through.
Are you getting slow in your old age, young?
These trees are sick. They bend like they're in pain.
Narawa irkwan noka okiye okir ikwir wo.
Legendary strike! Legendary strike!
We hurried down as quickly as we could, but I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can disperse the spirits of the dead with any ease. That is true enough, though those with your skills often walk with more humility. My manners desert me. I am Lord Yun, owner of this land, and charged by the Emperor himself to keep it safe. You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest, and even it is polluted with these strange ghosts. I suppose no one knows this land better than I. Very well. What did you need to know? In the past, you could make your way out of Tien's Landing through a different path and travel along a highway to reach the city. That route has been closed for some time now. Even if we cleared it, the forest and highway are plagued with spirits. Even I had to make my way here using a flyer from the Imperial City. The land route is closed for all intents and purposes. I certainly came here by flyer. It was the only way. Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what brought you here? Passing through. So you intend to head north? I'm sorry to say, but that simply won't work. Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been forced to turn back under these ghosts' assaults. I could only reach Tien's Landing by using my flyer. Acquiring that chart was a hard-fought battle, I can assure you. The Lotus assassins keep a tight rein on those precious documents. From your questions, I'd say you have a flyer at your disposal, which seems unusual. It would take a resourceful person to acquire a device like that, and I believe that resourceful people know how to get things done, especially when properly motivated. Perhaps you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a copy of one of their precious maps. You clearly don't understand the value of a wind map. I don't have it on me in this rough camp. If you take that map and I cannot return it to the assassins, I am a dead man already. Threaten me if you will. I prefer a quick death to what they would do to me. I am willing to risk a copy because we share the blame, and you would have as much to lose as I were the assassins to learn of this arrangement. The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map. Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blackened with disease, and ghosts flock to this place like no other in the Empire. I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow. Just that. She is a fox spirit, and thus one of heaven's tricksters. The fox can take on the forms of men and women, and will often do so to test us. Personally, I don't think they have any right to deceive us, but my father felt that our family's good fortune came from just such a test passed long ago by an ancestor. Some sort of ancient alliance in which she was guardian of the forest, while we owned the land in the world of men. I think something is wrong with the forest shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face. I would prefer not, but if it is necessary, do what you think is right. She has been an ally to my family in the past, but I do not hold with the worship of tricksters. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the forest shadow's honor. Once there, find my hunter Spearcatch's Leaf if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the forest shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi. I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place. Your arrival has given me some small measure of hope. Find Spearcatch's Leaf at the temple above and see what he has learned. Your wind map will be waiting when you find a cure.
I wish you luck.
Legendary strike.
me safe.
Narawa irkwa noka okir ikuir wo.
You have come from TM's landing? There are many ghosts here. You have to be fast to get around them, and quiet, or they will hear you. I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must take a message to the town for us. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything. But we are still up there. TM's landing must send people to help. Many people should come to the inn to help us. They can't let us starve. No, I should return to the inn. They will want to know you are coming. You should come with me. I can take the message down later, and you will be safe from the forest shadow and her ghosts. Oh yes, they must be. She hunts us, and these ghosts hunt you, right? Isn't that the same? She's dangerous like these ghosts. We're all afraid of her. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the forest shadow will kill you. Come! The inn is this way.
Noko u.
stride!
You can't match me!
I watched in awe as you dispatched those things. Not many of your kind can deal with ghosts as easily as you did. That was a term of respect. Your strength of both body and will are obvious. They surround you like an aura. You are of a kind, aren't you? Clearly deserving of respect and consideration. But I've forgotten myself. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, traveler. I am the Keeper, as they call me. Tell me, Did you happen to come across one of us on your way up here? We sent him not long ago to search for help. If you saw no one, then he must have met his end. Damn her. I know this is the work of the Forest Shadow. She's taken another from us. We hoped we had found a way to deal with the fox, but we were wrong. Well, that is quite a thing to ask, isn't it? Quite a thing indeed. How are we to know we could trust you? No, I do not entirely trust you with such plans. You must know fox spirits can assume the forms of humans. How can I trust you not to be one of her servants, or the spirit herself? For now, simply accept what little hospitality we can offer. These are hard times, but we would not dare treat a guest poorly. I wish you all the best. Travel safely and return here soon. We would welcome you for our evening meal.
You shouldn't come near me unless you want my...
When will more come?
The forest is closed. None will come except from Tien's Landing, and that path is closing.
The Green One will starve us with her trees.
There is still food in the undercaves. We will be fine. I didn't order any milk, wench.
Hello. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, where the patron is the most important part of our business. I am Ho, your humble cook. I'm also in charge of the few supplies the inn actually stocks, if you have need of them. Though I am weary and worked to the bone, I'm here to help you. What can I do for you today? I don't really go in for celestial politics, but I will say that it's awfully odd that the inn folk seem to hate her so. To hear them talk, she's practically insane with bloodlust. But everything here seems perfectly normal, wouldn't you say? No, it doesn't. But why then are they so scared of this forest shadow? Well, I've probably said enough. The Keeper has more than enough to say for both of us about the forest shadow. Go ask him if you have more questions. I'd be happy to. I'm sure you understand that my stocks are limited. In fact, if you think about it, with the ghosts filling the forest, I shouldn't have any supplies at all. Of course. Here you are.